Hey guys, my name is Chantel. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for hanging out with me today. So, today it's different from my usual way of things. It's just gonna be a voiceover because I did not have time today to sit down and record. But I also have my good friend Mia here because I want to know her thoughts on a certain boy.
Hello, I'm back. Back on this channel, and I'm excited to give my thoughts on a certain boy.
I'm so excited, dude. Like I've been waiting for his fucking anime debut for so long, which is my boy Atsumu. Finally, he talked in this episode and I legit cried.
Oh my god. I mean, it's obvious the reason we're excited is because his voice is provided by the lovely, wonderful, our favorite real life boy, man, Mamoru. So, of course, we gonna gush about it on Chantal's channel.
Oh man, Mamo is just so perfect as Atsumu. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was really good. I mean, he only said like three things, but it was a glorious three sentences.
It was. Oh, just the way that he says goody two shoes. I'm like, oh fuck.
I don't, dude, my cheeks are like hurting right now from like smiling so much and laughing because it was so good, dude. Like honestly though, like when that scene happened in the episode, like because he like laughs first before he says anything, he like does a little giggle, and I was like, oh my god, I had to pause it after that because I was like screaming because it's that same little giggle that he does like all the time, and I was just like, oh my god, and then he's being all snarky as fuck
hmm
to Kageyama. And then it was over and I was just like, oh, okay. I
I
guess that's it.
know.
I guess that's all you had to say.
Like I wanted more Atsumu. I know we're gonna get a little bit more in the next episode. Thank fuck. Like I feel like all of us Haikyuu and Atsumu stands are like just we're picking up these little tiny crumbs that we're getting.
Oh no.
I can't believe after that we have to wait until the second core to hear him again. I mean, we'll hear. I think we do get to hear him once they make it to like the first day of nationals, but I can't remember because it's been a while. But the whole second core, at the pace that these past few episodes have been going, the whole second core is definitely going to be the Inarizaki match, which is Atsumu's team, and I'm so excited because like this episode just gives you like a little glimpse, a little taste of what his personality is like. But
and,
once we get to the second core, that's when you'll get the full thing.
and he was like pretty good too, like playing wise. So I'm
hmm
curious to see like how he's gonna play like an actual set, and then like with his like actual team and stuff. So I'm curious to see how like that like combined with his personality is gonna go, because like we'll also get to see everybody else's reaction, because right now like only Kageyama knows him. So like I'm curious to see how like Hinata and the others are like gonna react to this dude and how like I don't know how kind of teasing he is or can get. I don't know, since he only got like three lines out of him, but I'm really curious. It's interesting to see all of these characters interact with each other when you normally wouldn't see them because they're not on the same teams, and like some of them have played each other before or already, so it's kind of interesting to like see them all kind of like chill and relax and not really have to worry about like playing an actual game with each other. To maybe go out a little bit off topic of like what we were just talking about, but like I really like seeing like Hinata make friends and interact with everybody else, especially because he's not actually like playing in the camp, training camp or whatever, like since he
hmm
wasn't invited. I really liked seeing like how he's still kind of like trying to be present and like make himself known even though he's just like the ball boy. But like I like that they're practicing afterwards so that way he can like actually still practice. But I am still kind of annoyed with him though, because I'm like, dude, you're missing your actual like team practices with everybody to like be here. But okay, whatever. So Tsukishima, but like he's actually playing. So but yeah, I just really like seeing all these interactions of like characters. One, some of them we haven't seen before, like Atsumu, but like also see everybody else. Like I said, they're all on different teams, but they all have to play together. So it'll be interesting to like see them play each other maybe again down the road, or I don't know, maybe we'll never see them again. I have no idea.
I'm over here like smiling because I'm a manga reader, just to let you guys know, and Mia isn't, so she has no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, I know some stuff that's gonna happen, but like way, way, way in the future, like.
Basically, the only thing she really knows is like what's happening right now, currently.
Yeah, I only know what's happening right now, currently in the manga, i.e., like how everybody's doing. That's pretty much it. I don't know anything anything else, so I'm completely clueless. I'm an anime only.
I guess let's talk about the other characters, the newer ones.
Yeah.
Before we talk about Hinata and stuff, but yeah. Because Kageyama's training camp, I'm so happy we finally got a glimpse of it, because we've been getting glimpses of it, which is kind of how it happens in the manga. It like diverges between Hinata and then Kageyama, so we can see like both sides, but we don't really like fully see like Kageyama's whole thing at like Hinata's. But it's nice because all these other characters are kind of a surprise until like we reach nationals, basically. Which cool. I guess let's talk about Hoshimi, because I'm trying so hard not to say like anything or like give away anything, but he an interesting little boy. So Hoshimi is the one that has like these gigantic eyes that look like bird eyes.
Kind of reminds Kageyama of Hinata, just like with white hair for some reason, and he got weird like bird eyes, like you said. Because I mean, nobody looks like that in real life. I liked how he like, just Kageyama was like, you know, like observing him and stuff, and then like he goes over to him and he's like, hey, like what's your problem, dude? And Kageyama's like, I don't have a problem. And he's like, no, but like you keep looking at me and you're not reacting to what I'm doing. Everybody who's always like stared at me always like makes a big fuss about how short I am, but I'm like, you know, doing really well or whatever, like, and they like see my skill, they don't equate it to like my height or anything. Like earlier when I was watching it, I was like sitting here looking at the screen and being like, well, I mean, Kageyama's kind of used to that with Hinata, so really you're not that special, dude. Like, that's the reason why he's not really reacting. He's used to it. He's got one of you at home.
Kageyama could have easily just said like, there's someone else out there like you, but he's keeping Hinata a secret for now, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's a good strategy. Especially because
he can't reveal all his cards up right away.
Yeah, especially because like since Hinata wasn't invited to the other training camp, like nobody unless they've played Karasuno really knows like about Hinata and like him and Kageyama's like dynamic and how they work on the team. Because I mean, well, Kageyama's with like people from all over the nation, so it makes more sense that like those people probably wouldn't really know about Hinata, whereas like the camp that Tsukishima is at, that Hinata crashed, like, I mean, those are all people they played, so like they know. So I like that Kageyama's keeping it a secret,
which is gonna be interesting like when these two meet. But it's just so interesting to have like these two characters that are so similar, but I think like their level of how good they are obviously different, because Hinata's like over here being ball boy because he's got to start basics, because he's basically nothing without Kageyama. Like
he's like, his abilities are only enhanced when Kageyama's playing with him. It's like Hinata has to work a lot harder than like everybody else. I mean, he's pretty naturally athletic, but he's not like naturally talented or gifted like specifically with volleyball. Like the only reason he's really good at like spiking and stuff is because he's practiced so hard and like so much just for that one specific like motion. Whereas like other dude, clearly he's like really talented, naturally gifted for volleyball, even though he's really short. Like this dude doesn't have to try as hard as Hinata or work as hard. Like he just naturally like comes to him. Whereas like, you know, we've seen Hinata from the beginning, like he's always just been practicing, so that's why he's gotten really, at least really good at spiking. Because even now as a ball boy, he's like still trying to figure out like how to receive the ball correctly and like how to do basic other things. Because like his serve isn't like amazing, and like when he receives the ball sometimes it's not very good. He's not like Nishinoya where like, you know, he's the libero, he can like, you know, hit anything. Which I thought was interesting that they're like, you're not a libero? He's like, nope. Do I look like one? No, you just seem like one, I guess.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for more of Hoshimi. That way everybody can see like what he's about, because like all we get from him is just a glimpse of him jumping, and then that's it.
That was a pretty scary looking, powerful jump. I was kind of like, oh shit, when that happened.
He's definitely at a different level because he even got invited to this camp. Hinata did it. But this also shows that Hinata isn't really all that special because there's somebody else out there like him.
I kind of miss all the Karasuno boys though. I mean, I like that we're seeing all these other characters, but I want to see the team, man. I want to see how they're doing.
Yeah, because when I read this in the manga, like I hate saying this, but like Ball Boy like did not interested me as much when I first read it because I was just wanting to get to the matches and get to nationals because I was so excited about that. But now knowing what I know now that's happening in the manga, I'm starting to see like way more of like how important this arc really is.
I like that he kind of like has like he commented, he's like watching them from up here play has become like my thing now. And I'm like, that's so cute. Like he's found a way to kind of observe everything going on that he didn't get to before because he's always playing, because he's always a starter. So I really like that he's kind of analyzing everybody and how they play and like figuring out like what he could do better, like by watching everybody else, like, oh, they do that, I can totally do that, this is probably why I don't get the ball, or I'm not able to hit the ball a certain way if I'm back here because A, B, and C, because he can finally see like how other people do it. And because I mean, like, you know, then he can take these observations and, you know, take them back to the Karasuno players and be like, hey, this is what I observed. I hope that's what happens. I assume that's what's gonna happen because he's really good at like suggesting things to people, as we saw in this episode. Like he's not afraid to be like, you should do this, or like try this out. I think you would benefit from it.
Yeah, Hinata has been like super observant of everybody, especially Kunumi. I thought that was hilarious because Kunumi's like, oh, why is he staring at me?
Yeah, he was like, oh no, he's staring at me.
I do like that now he's thinking about like how the other players are gonna act or what's gonna happen next so he can be prepared for it, which is like awesome. Like, I'm so proud of you, my boy. Yeah. You're starting to read the other players and not just like be like, where's the ball gonna go? Let me go kiss the ball.
Yeah, he's not just like waiting for Kageyama to set the ball so he can hit it anymore. Like I feel like towards the beginning of the series and like even maybe in like season 2, he was more concerned about like, I just have to be there to hit the ball. Like that's all I care about. Whereas now he's really more analyzing it and he's observing everybody and making sure that like his, you know, predictions of like what's gonna happen are correct.
Yeah, because when he's observing Kunumi, he's even thinking, he's like, why did he do that way? And then he's like, wait a minute, could this be why? And that's when he takes that advice and applies it to, god damn it, I always forget this guy's name, Hakuyazawa? Hopefully I said it right. It was something like that. He was like having a hard time, which obviously looked like he was getting himself into a slump because he's like, god damn, I'm starting to suck and it's affecting me and how everything is happening.
Which is why I was surprised when he was like telling Hinata like, you probably wish that you were invited here and not me instead. And I was like, dude, come on.
Yeah, he was just like being a complete downer on himself. He's like, man, you should have been invited, not me. I was like, uh-oh. But I like that Hinata was just like, no. You mean the two of us? Because he's like, I admit, I suck with the Kageyama. Like, Hinata.
Yeah, I like that Hinata can kind of like admit out loud that like, I'm really not that great unless I'm playing with Kageyama. I like that he stayed true to his character. He's never like told anybody else like, I'm better than you and I deserve to be here. He's more of the person who's like, the reason we're all here is because we all love playing and that's why we should all be here. Like, he wants to beat people, like, sure, but he tells them in a way that's like more playful and like more sincere, but without sounding mean or like he's being condescending, which is what I like. Because he always says, like, I just want to defeat this person.
Yeah, because he's like, I want to defeat you when you're at your best. It's obvious. Because the guy was like, why are you helping me? And that's when he delivers that line. I was like, shit. I was like, my boy.
Yeah. Plus, like, I'm sure when he comes back from camp, when him and Tsukishima and Kageyama come back to, like, actual practice with the actual team, like, I mean, he better show something for it.
You'll find out soon enough.
Because, like, I mean, he got in trouble for crashing the camp, and they still let him stay there, so I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out. See the rest of the team be like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh. And then at the beginning of the episode with Tsukishima, oh my gosh. Because last week's episode, it ended with him being like, hey, Hinata, come here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like, huh? Like,
yeah,
me?
yeah, I remember, like, when I first started this episode, I was like, oh yeah, he like was all secretive and shit. I was like, oh shit, is he gonna fucking kill him? I mean, he could have. Knowing
Oh,
Tsukishima's attitude towards Hinata, he could have done something.
my
Just
poor
kidding.
boy, Tsukishima.
But
He looked
like,
like he hated it that he had to even ask. Like
yeah.
he,
But I liked when Hinata was like, "Oh, so you like were you really just like I know why you asked. You asked so I could actually get some practice in, right?" And he's like, "I never said that.
he's like,
That's not
you're
why.
like, that's not the reason.
That's not why."
Way off. Which I mean, he does say his reason later on. He's like, I need to use like take advantage of Hinata and his instincts and apply them, and so I can be able to read these type of people. And I was like, oh shit, there it is. There's your reason. He's like, why not take advantage of this? Which like made me tear up because like you would never expect this like with season one Tsukishima. But now after everything that's
Yeah.
happened, like he's growing and he actually wants to practice. My boy. I'm so proud.
Well, yeah, like he clearly like is trying to show his love for it more. Yeah, he's grown a lot since.
I do like that Hinata called Tsukishima Suki, which I thought was really cute because that kind of just shows like the relationship like it leveled up a little bit. Just a little bit. Because Tsukishima could have been like, don't call me that, but he didn't. He just kind of was like, okay. I think the last thing that I do want to talk about would be with the other character, Sakusa. Can never fucking say his name right. Which he's voiced by he's basically the one that's with the mask on.
Yeah, he's voiced by Sasal's voice actor, which I
Mhm.
forgot till he started talking, and then I was like, oh yeah, he was in the show too now.
Yeah, you can hear it. It's so
Yeah.
it's so cute.
I like him. He's weird.
I like him too.
He's a
I like
weird.
how he's just like
He's a weird guy.
I like how he's like, I'm gonna get in the bath first so I don't have to deal with everybody's germs. I was like, okay.
He a germaphobe guy.
But he's so cute. I like him.
He's
He said,
interesting. I like all his weird little
yeah,
like his like weird observations. Cause like when Kageyama met up with him in the like earlier episodes, like Kageyama was all like, "Oh shit, it's that guy," and he was just like, whatever."
he's just like, okay.
So I can't wait to see how he plays. I'm
hmm
curious. I'm interested.
I like that Kageyama called him normal. He's like, I thought you would be like just more intense or something, and that sets him off on the wrong foot. He's just like, bitch, what? What you say? But Kageyama's just being like, well, I kind of not saying that he's normal right now, but it seems like he's keeping it to himself or something. Which obviously his little teammate, I'm gonna assume. I don't know his name. I know the whole fandom knows his name, and I'm like, I feel bad for not knowing your name now. But the other one, I like how he has to like come in and be like, oh, sorry, it's just this guy likes to be super cautious about everything. So it's like, okay. I also like that he was asking Kageyama a million questions about Ushiwaka.
Oh yeah, he's like, you played them right? Like, how was it like? I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, he's like, was he in bad form? Was he in good? And I was like, oh my gosh. And then Kageyama was like, no, he was fine.
And
And
he's
he's like,
like,
then why did he
pretty much,
lose? And he's like, well, we had a few people stop him. And
yeah,
he's like,
like
give me their names, their years, everything. I
he
was like,
didn't go
damn,
into
dude.
specifics. Because he's trying to keep it a secret. Obviously, he doesn't want to give their secret weapon away.
I just thought that was funny how he just suddenly gets intense. He's like, tell me their names now.
He was like really invested in like who the hell are
Hmm.
these people? How the hell did they beat him? No one can beat him.
I think the next episode will finally be like the last episode for the training camps.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Because
Yeah,
I
because
really liked them, but I really fucking miss the Karasuno players. I mean, I miss my boy. For those that do not know, my fave boy is Asahi. I fucking miss him so much. I just want to see my boy. Like that vine. I want to see my little boy. I just miss the whole team, man. Like, I miss their interactions with each other.
they'll all be reunited pretty soon.
Yay.
After that, that's it, man. We're gonna get closer to nationals.
Have to wait a little bit longer for more Atsumu.
I'm so sad we had to wait until fucking July to see him.
Like, in action. Not just, like, being a little cheeky ass shit. Which, I mean, I appreciate that.
Kageyama's face at the end of the episode.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
he
where
looked.
he's like, oh shit.
But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much all our thoughts on
I think so.
this
That's
week's
really all I gotta
episode.
say. We need more Atsumu lines because like that little giggle, man, I just can't get over it.
That giggle kills me every time I hear it. I'm just like, oh.
Anytime any of Mamo's characters have that like little giggle, sometimes I just like
I die.
yeah,
I die every time.
I die and then I come back to life with more life force after that.
Alrighty, thanks for joining me this week, Mia.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was fun.
I'm glad.
It's always fun. It's always fun to talk about our fave boy.
For next week's episode, you'll probably see my face. We'll see what happens. But go ahead and check out Mia on her channel. We also talk about Chihaya if you guys are interested in that. And she does Uta Pre-Scouts and a lot of other stuff. So definitely go check her out over on her channel.
Thanks, man. Yeah, if you like Chantal's videos, I think you'll like my videos.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, Mia's hilarious, so I guess you should follow.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
No problem. Alrighty, you guys. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!